Don't never forgive nobody that gave up on you, though, ever in your whole life. Ever.
Check. What's going on, everyone? Episode 53 of the Mulberry podcast.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
How are we doing? How is everyone? Huh? I'm your host, Dallas Hooford. Dallas Hooford for ya. We're here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's a revolution. And yes, I will say that every time. As long as I record here in Knoxville, Tennessee, it will be a revolution. All right? Sunday night. How's everyone doing? Does everyone have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. I hung out with my cousin yesterday. We went out, just hung out for a little bit, had a good time. But, yeah, man, today I just been hanging out. I got a little drunk last night, so I've been chilling this Sunday. But, dude, first thing I wanted to talk about, honestly, is I am so excited for the new Hancock movie that's going to come out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Hancock is back. And he just slapped the dog shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. Are you guys keeping up? You guys know what I'm talking about? Huh? This man, Will Smith, slapped the shit out of Chris Rock because Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars, right? And, you know, Chris Rock's a comedian, and he's making jokes, right? And he made a G.I. Jane joke in regards to Jada Pinkett. Is that how you say it? Yeah, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. Will Smith's wife, Jada. Let's stick with that. You know, the one that got in the entanglement. When was that? She got in a little entanglement. Huh? So he made a joke about her. Dude. And he walked up on stage, live television, walked up on stage and just slapped the shit out of Chris Rock right there. And Chris Rock was stunned. He was just stunned, dude. I want to play it. I want to play it for you guys because it's crazy. And as I think Chris Rock didn't know if Will Smith was being serious or not. Obviously, when he got hit, he's like, oh, shit. But he's still trying to, like, play it off like, dude. Like, and he joked about, like, I just got slapped, you know? And as Will Smith, he walks back, Hancock, he walks back, sits back down, and he just out loud, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And Chris Rock just like stands there, right? And then Will Smith repeats it again, and I think the second time he did it, he said it even louder, and the entire room was silent, was just dead silent. Like all these actors and all these people, like these big name people sitting in this room, and it's just quiet. And it's one of those videos when I first watched it, I had to like turn the phone like, oh shit, dude. Like as if like I was there. Just how like awkward but lit it was at the same time. I've never seen anything like this. And I like read about it, you know, like I've seen like the little memes at first earlier, but I thought it was like a joke. You know, he came up and slapped Chris Rock, and then I was like, wait a minute. I watched the video. I'm like, oh, this dude wasn't playing. Like, he really slapped the dog shit out of him on live television. And, I mean, I was just like, damn, dude. I ain't never seen no shit like that. That's like up there with like Kanye taking the mic from Taylor Swift type of like scandalous shit. Like that's like, in my opinion, that's like up there. But dude, I want to pull this up because I want to play this because this just happened. The Oscars were earlier this evening. And dude, why did this exit out? Don't we just love that? Okay. So I'm just gonna play it for you guys, and then we could talk about it, or we we can all have a collaborative talk about it after, huh? Because everyone's here involved.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So right there. Look. So Jada rolling her eyes. She's rolling her eyes. Look, she ain't having it. Will Smith's laughing because he's that dude. He's like, okay, whatever, right? But the camera cuts. I don't know if he looked at Jada's face before deciding to go up there, because obviously right here he's laughing,
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
So right there, you're looking at it like it's Chris Rock. And I feel like I know for a fact in his head, he's like, this motherfucker really just walked up and slapped the shit out of me right now? But at the same time, he's like, is this dude for real? And also he's like, I'm on live TV right now hosting the Oscars. Like, what do you do? What do you do?
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Oh, bro.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Bro, oh my God, man. This just the first time he said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. I don't think people still knew like if he was being for real or not. And then Chris Rock was like, dude, it was just a joke. But when he said it the second time, it was like, okay. All right. This dude's not playing. Like, Hancock mad as hell right now. And oh man. Just the awkwardness after the second time, because everyone knew he wasn't playing at that moment. Like everyone knew. But yeah, man, that happened earlier. The Oscars are pretty lit. I need to start tuning into that shit. I don't watch none of that Oscars, Grammys. I don't really care about that stuff like that. But man, he really slapped the shit out of him though. So yeah, man, shout out Hancock, dude. Honestly, Hancock 2 is going to be out soon, because I feel like he's in character with that one, man. But no, seriously, I don't, I guess, if I'm being honest, I mean, we obviously don't know their business like that, but we do know a lot of the shit that Jada's put like Will Smith through with her little entanglement, with another man and doing all that crap. And it's like, bro, Fresh Prince, listen, bud, this is the woman. This is the woman you're going to go out on the ledge for. You're going to go out and you're going to slap the shit out of Chris Rock because he made a joke about the woman she got in an entanglement with, and then had like a podcast interview and told you to your face about it and just broadcasted it to all of us on some goofy shit. That's who you're going to go up and slap. That's who you're going to go up and defend and go slap the shit out of Chris Rock, a comedian who you're probably friends with, right? That's your time. That's what's going to happen here. I could never. I would never. I don't know. I would. Oh, dude. Oh, man. I really love Will Smith, bro. I've been a fan I mean, we all have for the damn most part, you know, watch Fresh Prince, dude. Fucking I Am Legend, The Pursuit of Happiness, like movies like that, man. Like, dude, come on, bro. That's what he. I mean, at the same time, it's hard. Like that shit is hard. Like you really did that, like on site. Like you didn't wait till after and do an Insta live or a little sneak diss. None of that. You really got up. Didn't care where you were at. You walked up there and you slapped the dog shit out of him because your wife was not having it, and you defended her, bro. Good for you. Props for you, and I commend you for that. But man, at the same time, it's like, bro, I just can't get the word entanglement out of my head. Like, I just can't. I can't. Oh shit, I can't, dude. That's my only beef with it. But Oscars is lit, bro. I need to start tuning in more, man. Here in Knoxville, Tennessee, it's a revolution. But shit. Would you guys do that? Anyone listening, if you got a girl, you doing that? You getting up and you slapping the dog shit out of somebody? I mean, this isn't even like a random person. It's Chris Rock, dude. You know? For me, that would have been a conversation I would have had if I'm assuming that him and Will Smith and Chris Rock, like I'm assuming they're friends in some capacity. Maybe they're not. Maybe they don't fuck with each other, or maybe they're not really close like that. But in that world, like they all know each other, right? You could have easily picked up the phone after the fact and be like, yo, bro, I don't appreciate that at all. Jada was not happy about it. You know, it made her very uncomfortable. And he would have probably most likely definitely be like, look, I'm sorry. I was just making a joke. And I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Because honestly, as a consumer, you're watching that on TV. You're not thinking anything like, bro, that was fucked up. Bro, what? How is he gonna say that about Jada? G.I. Jane 2? How dare he? Like, no one's doing that. I'm sorry. No one. So again, that could have been a conversation that you could have had after the fact, squashed it, and you could have told him how you felt. Like, bro, I don't appreciate that. She didn't appreciate that. That's some bullshit. Straight up. You could have had that conversation. That's just me. If it's a random person, or maybe someone you really don't like, and again, maybe he don't like Chris Rock. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. I don't know, because I don't care. I don't care about celebrity beef. I really don't. It just doesn't intrigue me at all, right? But if it's like a random person cracking jokes about your girl, it's like, bro, you don't even like. First of all, you ain't even a comedian. Like, you ain't even funny. Second of all, you're trying to be funny and you're not. You're being hurtful. Like, there's a difference to that, I guess. And there definitely is a time and a place for things like that. That's a setting where it's the Oscars, bro. You chose to do that at the Oscars to Chris Rock. And I'm not really defending Chris Rock because I don't, he's cool. I'm not defending none of these people. I'm just looking at it as an outsider and like trying to put myself in each position and be like, is that something smart to do? Is that something worth doing? Right? And that particular thing, I don't think that was like highly unnecessary to go up there and slap the shit out of Chris Rock, make him feel awkward, then yell at him as you go sit back down, and just make the entire room just awkward. It was probably hot as hell in there after that. So, I don't even know who won nothing. But no one's even going to talk about that now. Because now it's going to be this. That's it. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till the news tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Crazy, man. Oh, man. And again, when I first I saw the headlines, I'm like, bro, no, ain't no way this is like real. Like maybe he did it like jokingly, like I was thinking he kind of went up and like love tapped him, or something. But like, no, he really went up there and slapped the shit out of him. Oh, dude. Entanglement. For the entanglement, Will Smith and Chris Rock got in a little entanglement at the Oscars tonight. But, man, craziness. I've been saying crazy a lot. I was watching my last podcast, and I'm like, bro, I say crazy a lot in this last episode. But it's all good. What else happened today? College basketball. That's what happened. Today and yesterday, actually. But today, man. So I started watching the Miami. So today, Miami and Kansas played, and St. Peter's and North Carolina played. Now, you looking at this Kansas score, Miami got their shit blown out. I actually fell asleep at halftime, and the score at halftime, Miami was winning by 6. It was 35-29. Bruh, Kansas came out in the second half and scored 47 to Miami 15. What happened, dude? That's so bad. That is so bad. I just realized this right now. I heard that they lost, but I was like, bro, when I went to sleep today, Miami was up. They were up by 6. I fell asleep on the couch. That's crazy, man. Miami they just stayed at half. They were just so happy they were winning at halftime. They just kept all that energy in the locker room. And St. Peter's got whooped on too. What the hell? Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Shout out to St. Peter's though, man. That's a 15 seed in the Elite 8. Man, congrats to St. Peter's and their tournament this year, man. That was awesome. Last night, was that Saturday night, Duke just dog-walked Arkansas all night. Just dog-walked them. Villanova handled Houston. I wanted Houston to win so bad, but Houston was 1 for 20 at the three-point line, bro. I'm not a mathematician, but I know that is 5% from the three-point line. You're not going to win that. You're not going to win games doing that. That's bad. They missed a lot of shots. Their defense was nice, though. I'm not going to lie. Inside the paint, they had some big boys in there. Man, Villanova was struggling, but again, Houston couldn't score. And you're going 1 for 20 from the three-point line. I don't know what you expect at that point because they were in that game the whole time. They just couldn't make their shots for shit. My dad was super pumped, bro. He's a big Duke fan. I want to call him, actually. Let's do that. Let's call him. Give him a call. Give him a call. I got to do it that way because if I pull it out from here, it'll just start zzz, and I don't want you guys to hear that because that's annoying as hell. Oh, let's give my dad a call. This boy better answer. Pick up the phone.
Hello?
Yeah, is this my father?
Yeah? What's up?
Yeah, this is your son. I'm on my podcast right now.
Oh,
Yeah. What?
Sweet.
I was gonna ask you, is Duke gonna beat North Carolina? That's what I was gonna ask you because they're gonna be playing next week.
Dude, we're gonna crush those bitches.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. Have you seen the games or what? Or are you just fucking with me right now?
No, I'm not fucking with you. I wanted your opinion because it's probably gonna be one of the highest rated games because it's Duke and North Carolina.
Yeah, man, it's the historically the biggest rivalry of any sport.
Duke, North Carolina basketball?
Yeah, by far. I mean, by far, it is. If you watch their games, I mean, you can afford a ticket. I mean, you see who goes to those games? I mean, you know.
Yeah, like
Star.
fucking Obama was at the game when Zion was playing.
Exactly. So, you know, I mean, yeah, occasionally you see that at the Super Bowl or something like that. But, you know, the Super Bowl is Super Bowl, but the whole competitiveness of two guys that are 8 miles from each other that just hate each other, I mean, you can't get better than that.
Yeah.
And to think that Coach K can't outdo that. I don't even know the name that. He used to play for North Carolina. Their coach, he sucks. Get out. Piece of shit. Whatever, dude. He ain't nothing. I'm crying. Just crying after the game. Get that fuck out of here, dude.
So that's how you feeling, huh?
What? Baby Blues suck it. They suck, dude. You see that one big white boy? His mouth's always open. Going in.
Okay. All right.
Whatever, dude. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
So Duke's gonna dog walk North Carolina. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, by 10 plus, easy.
So Duke's winning by 10 or more. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, book it. Bet on it.
All right.
We're playing so good right now. I mean, they played the Peacocks, dude. And you should win by 30. I don't know what's up with Kentucky and Mercer or whatever the fuck that team was, and Purdue, but you can't beat the Peacocks. Obviously, you see how they played? That's what you're supposed to do to them. I mean, come on, man.
So who's going to be in the championship, Duke and Villanova or Kansas?
It's going to be Kansas because that one of their good players went down, like tore an Achilles. And
oh, that's right.
Yeah, so they're already down the gun, and even at full strength, they're asking a lot. I mean, Miami was up by 6 at halftime.
They were. I just talked about that.
Fucking Kansas comes out and puts a fucking...
Dude, dog walked them 41-15.
Well, that's what good coaches do, man. They go in the... Listen, Bill Self, he's a good coach. You got, Coach K. You got Izzo. Villanova coach can do that, too. I just don't think he has personnel. They're tough, but they can't run with Kansas. Duke can run with Kansas. Even North Carolina might be able to run with Kansas, but Villanova plays a half-court game, and they're tough, they're strong, but, they're losing one of their guys, man. That's one of their starters. I mean, you can't just replace that guy.
Yeah.
So that'd be like one of our starters going down, and, at this point in the game, you can't get by. You're playing studs, man. I mean, Kansas is going to be handful, man, whoever plays. I mean, whether it's Duke or North Carolina, they're going to have the handful of Kansas. That's my opinion. But,
so do you think that's going to be let's say Duke and Kansas play, that's going to be an epic game right there.
I think it's going to be a great game. I think that would be a great game. And hey, man, North Carolina's playing good. But you're not impressed with me beating down the Peacocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And the first game they won 90 to something. I mean, what they played 8, played a 9. I mean, that's pretty. I guess that's impressive. But then the next game against UCLA, they didn't look like anything, and they just kind of made their shots when UCLA went down. That's like 5-6 times down on the floor, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, with 5 minutes left, UCLA didn't score.
Yeah, like at all, I think.
You can't do that. They got to their big guy, Jaquez, and he was on fire in the first half, and you can't not show up 5 minutes left, man. I mean, that's why I like our guys, man. They show up 5 minutes left, give them the ball. I mean, they show. I mean, they have been so far. I mean, each game's different, but I wouldn't bet against Coach K. I mean, come on, man.
Well, All right, I just wanted to call and get your opinion, and we got your strong opinion on that one.
It's gonna be a good game. I mean, it's gonna be all highs and shit. And I hope it's not. I really hope it's not one-sided one way or the other. I hope it's close. I hope it, comes down to it because that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens.
I'll be at V-Dubs, man, telling all the North Carolina fucking pieces of shit, get out. So, yeah. We're gonna roll in.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna roll into Turlock. Anybody wants to see that happen, come on down.
All right, Dad. You have a good night at work, all right?
All right, buddy.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Holy shit, dude. Hey, yo, if you guys know me, you know my dad. Oh, man, that's classic Rob right there, man. That dude just wears his heart on his sleeve. He is all about his team. Doesn't care. He will, yeah, man. Fucking shit, dude. Oh, man. I gotta tell yo, relax, man. You talk about college kids right now. You need to chill out with that vulgar shit, man. Crazy, bro. I'm excited though. I'm actually glad North Carolina won. I love rivalries, right? And even when the Dodgers played the Giants last year in the postseason, Giants won the division by 1 game, so the Dodgers had to play a 1-game wild card game against the Cardinals. Which, look, no one wanted to play the Cardinals at that time. They were hot. Excuse me. They were on fire, right? And all the Giants fans were like, "Man, I hope the Cardinals win." And I was like, "Why? You don't want the Dodgers to win?" And they're like, "Why would we want that?" I'm like, "So you can play us and you can beat us because you guys swear you're better than us, right? So why don't we just play head up and then we could really see." Oh, nah. They don't want it, right? But I wanted that. I was so excited to play the Giants. And if it was the other way around, I would have I want to see the Giants win. I want to play them, right? Because that rivalry is insane. And both those teams were so good last year. Let's go head up. I don't want to hear any excuses like, "Well, if you guys would have played us, we would have fucking knocked you out." Like, none of that. No. We're going head on, and we're going to do it. And it went down in Game 5 last game, and y'all lost on a check swing. I don't care if it wasn't or not. You guys lost. And it was that, and we didn't win the World Series last year. The Braves did. So, congratulations to the Braves. They beat us in the next round and went on to win. That's awesome. And I didn't care. I cared that we lost to the Braves. It pissed me off, obviously, because our team was good, but we didn't play up to our actual level. But beating the Giants in 5 games, that was my World Series, and especially where I come from the 209, the Central Valley, close to the Bay Area, a lot of Bay Area influence there. Tons of Giants fans, tons of real Giants fans, and tons of Giants fans. And the Giants fans are the ones who are always flapping their gums. And that's what it is. And it's hilarious to watch the Dodgers beat them. It's hilarious. I love it. And I will forever love that. It'll make me the happiest if we just beat the Giants. That in the postseason, that was my World Series. I was so happy. I didn't even care, and I've openly said this. I don't care what happens after this. The fact that we played them, they were the best team in the league last year. No one's denying that. They were when it came to the record, they had the best record. That's what it was. They were just winning, and real Giants fans that I talk to that like love baseball and they understand baseball. Every month, they were like, "Man, I don't know. We just keep winning, but I don't know how long we're going to keep this up," because it was one of those years like you didn't expect it. They were actually projected to be the worst team in the league, and they actually ended up being the best team. It's one of those weird things where they just weren't losing. They were putting games together, and they were winning. And it was and even like the Giants fans were like, "Man, I mean, I'll take it. Fuck, like, you know, but like, because as a Dodgers fan, like with our lineup, like we're expected that. So anything less is a losing year, right? Anything less than winning a division or making the playoffs, going deep in the playoffs, is a losing year. And at this point, anything less than winning a World Series is a losing year for the Dodgers. It's just our lineup is like a damn right now is like an MLB The Show, create my own team type of fucking lineup. It's insane, dude. I actually have a picture of the lineup because I even texted my cousin and he's like, bro, that's cheating. That's literally what he said because he knows he's a Giants fan, but he watches baseball and he understands, like, looking at our lineup, like at a potential lineup. Where is this picture? Please. Okay, right here. So this is our top 9, and this is with the DH now, so the pitcher doesn't have to bat. So we got Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, Chris Taylor, AJ Pollock. Bro, that is the nastiest lineup that's the nastiest lineup in baseball, hands down. That's disgusting. Every single one of these dudes are all-stars. Cody Bellinger is probably the worst on, like, hitting-wise from last year, how bad he did, is the worst in the lineup. And the year or two before that, he was the MVP of the league. So if he has a decent year this year, we're scoring 7 runs a game. Like, we're gonna average 7 runs a game. Like, there's no way. Like, this lineup is disgusting. I don't know. We have good starters for our pitcher, like our starting pitching. I don't really know all about our bullpen. We got rid of Kenley Jansen, which I'm not even mad at. I'm good. He's blown so many games for the Dodgers last year. A lot of the games we lost were late in the innings, late in the game, late pitching, bullpen pitching. That's always been a big weakness of ours, was our bullpen pitching. We got rid of him, our closer. We have Trinan. He's a stud. I think we still got like Gratterall. Dustin May, he's like this tall redhead dude. He's supposed to come back, I think. He just had Tommy John surgery, but I think he's going to start. So yeah, we'll see how our pitching goes. I mean, we got Buehler, Urias, Kershaw. I think those are 3. Kershaw, he's been there forever, bro. And he used to be the ace. He's not the ace, but he can still go get it done. You give me Kershaw, bro, you give me 5 innings a game, bro. I'm happy with that. I'm not even mad at it. We need to use you how you need to be used. And just stay healthy. Just stay healthy. That's all I could say about him. But anyway, yeah, man. So these games, the Duke North Carolina game is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be definitely gonna be the most tuned in game, one of the highest rated games, not just college, but like people are gonna watch that just to watch it. So I'm definitely excited about that. There was a topic I wanted to talk about. I actually, I had a conversation with a buddy of mine, actually. And he asked me a question. And it's really something we could really get into. And this is something I do want to talk to, actually my cousin about. I want him to come on maybe the next episode or the one after. We're gonna talk more in depth about a lot of this stuff. But one of my buddies texted me. He goes, "How do you feel about killing?" And he's talking about like as a man, like as a young man, in this world. And he asked me, "How do you feel about the killing the ego thing?" Because I've heard Mike Tyson talk about it a lot, and I feel like from high school to where you are now, you definitely had an ego experience / check, And I was wondering what that was like for you. Because I'm kind of in that phase right now where I've thought I've analyzed my own actions, but now I'm looking deeper into them and questioning myself when I get big-headed and trying to find that balance of, I guess, confidence / cockiness and not being arrogant in any aspect? Now, that is a great question. And when it comes to killing your ego, and I'm specifically talking for like, you know, I mean, I can only speak from a man's perspective, a young man's perspective, growing up. Killing your ego is probably one of the best things you could do as you get older. I think it's something that holds us back as men the most is our ego and how we carry ourselves around other men and how we want to be perceived and portrayed and looked at. Will act a certain way, and it's really kind of like a barrier. You're protecting yourself essentially, because to be honest, as a man, like we, for the most part, we're not taught how to deal with our emotions the right way. We're not taught how to deal with them properly. You know, you fall and hurt yourself, you cry, you know, it's don't cry, you know, rub some dirt on it, you know. Stop being stop being this. Don't be like that. You acting like a girl, right? That's the type of stuff that we get taught. So it's like you suppress those stuff. You suppress that, and when you get into high school and you're in, like, you know, I was on the football team, right? So I'm in the locker room in the field house. A lot of alpha male shit going back and forth, right? And it's almost like you got to kind of buy into it a little bit, or you're going to get eaten up, bro. You're going to get fucked with. You're going to get picked on. I mean, that's just what it is. So you kind of have to come in. Like when I step into the locker room, especially like my junior year, like with the seniors, right? You got to carry yourself with confidence, and you got to have this like I ain't scared of you. I don't care about you, how you feel. Right? You gotta like carry yourself with some type of like where they won't fuck with you. They'll kind of like respect it a little bit, you know. And like if something happens, you always got to stick up for yourself. And I remember being in that mindset a lot. And you know, as honorable as that is, like, you know, because I didn't let no one fuck with me, dude, like that. Like I didn't get picked on. Like I did get picked on like in middle school. And I just remember promising myself, when I got to high school, I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, fuck that all the way, right? So you got to kind of nut up and like, you have to have that chip on your shoulder. But like when I would go home, like, dude, it's exhausting, bro. It's like, that's not me. Like, I don't want to be like that. Like, why do I have to do that? You know, it is exhausting, and it almost makes you kind of lose like yourself, because a lot of when you do that enough, like you kind of just become that. A lot of kids just become that, and they're just so like, man. The funniest thing like back then is like, you just everything you do is like if it's not cool, it's like, bro, that's gay. Like that was the thing, and that's not really like politically correct, you know. But back then, like early 2010s and stuff, like that was the thing. And it was like, the funniest example is, this is like the type of stuff that would go on is like, okay, I'm chilling with my homeboys, right, at lunch, and my girlfriend, she wants to hang out, and I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my girl, and like, what the fuck, bro, you're fucking gay. And it's like, really, I'm gay because I want to go hang out with my girlfriend? You know, and that's how it was used. But it was always like, it's always like this thing, like you don't want to do anything for people to be like, bro, you're gay. You know, like that was the thing, that was just what it was. It was very toxic. That's like toxic, like hyper masculine, like actions and just behavior. That's what it was. So when you're in that, that's, you either, I wouldn't say become it, but you definitely have to kind of like, you just like, there's a certain way you have to maneuver in through it, or you're gonna get, you know, you're just gonna get fucked with and bullied. Like that's how it was back when I went to high school. And I think as I got older, I became more comfortable with who I was and with my emotions, and I had to teach myself that. Unfortunately, I didn't have anyone to teach that, or to like I didn't have anyone to like show me that. And I think that's kind of where he's coming from, is as we're getting older, everyone's going through life in their own pace, and you start to process things at a certain point, and you start to reflect at a certain point, and you start to kind of realize a lot of the shit that you did or you said or how you acted or even the environment that you surrounded yourself in, it was a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't real. That's not reality. Like, showing emotion and being like empathetic and sympathetic for people does not mean you're weak, or does not mean you're a bitch, and it definitely doesn't mean you're gay, right? And I really appreciated him reaching out to me, because that's him being vulnerable. Like, we as men don't know how to be vulnerable with each other, but it's actually extremely beneficial if we are vulnerable with each other, because we're going through the same shit and we might not even know it, right? We might feel the exact same way, but we don't know it because we don't talk about it. It's just kind of like ignore it, or we just don't bring it up because we don't want to, neither of us wants to be vulnerable first. That's what it really is, But as I got older, I'm just like, dude, whatever, bro. I'll open up. I'll be me. If you don't like it, whatever, then get out. Go. I don't care. You don't have to be around me. You don't have to fuck with me. Because at this point in my life, I don't need fake people around me. I don't need people who don't appreciate who I am as a person. And anyone who feels like they can open up to me or be vulnerable with me, I'm all ears, because I'm all for that, and it definitely helps with like mental health. And I'm like 100% for that. So again, killing the ego, that is the most freeing thing you could do as a man, is kill your ego. You don't need to impress nobody. You don't need to act cool for nobody. If you just be yourself, the right people, you'll find yourself in the right circle. That's what I'm saying. That's the honest truth, man. It's a great feeling. It takes a lot of stress off you too, when you could just learn to be comfortable with yourself and understand who you are, man. Use time to reflect as a way to look back and learn from how you grew up, from who you hung around, and analyze yourself and really psychoanalyze yourself and go, why in this situation did I act this way? Is that really how I felt? Or was I just acting this way because I felt like I needed to? And I bet you a lot of times you'd be like, man, I didn't need to do that, or I didn't need to say that, or I was really living a lie in a sense, But I wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to, let people know who are listening that, dude, it's really okay just to be who you are, and it's not going to be for everybody, but it doesn't matter. You'll gain so much respect from people if you know who you are. People will, like I said, the right people will respect that, and that's all that matters, dude. You can't please everybody, and it is what it is. But I wanted to say that just because, just all the different things that I've gone through and the different environments I've been in. And yeah, definitely had to carry myself a certain way at a young age because I was insecure, because I didn't want to get fucked with, because I didn't want to be like, I didn't want people to look at me a certain way, especially in high school. I used to walk around, in the halls nervous as hell. Just nervous as hell. Like, am I walking right? Do I look weird? Like, I got a cold sore on my lip. Like, just little dumb shit like that we think about. But it's like, that shit don't matter, bro. It really doesn't. The earlier in your life that you're comfortable with yourself, the happier you'll be, and you'll be able to live your life that you want to live. And that's my main message about this whole thing. And again, I want to really get my cousin in here and talk to him about it. I want to call him, but I don't want to call him because I want to have him here and we actually have a genuine conversation about it. because him and I, just like, family wise and stuff, like we've been through a lot, and he was a college athlete as well, and he had a pretty cool but pretty gnarly experience with that, and we talk about it all the time, and I definitely want to get him on and talk to him about it. And I did bring up the killing the ego thing too, and he was like, he had some very interesting things to talk about and say, and I was like, bro, this is a great topic to expand on. But I kind of wanted to just open up the conversation for people listening, something to think about, man, something to think about in yourself and the people around you, who you're surrounding yourself with. Just really think about that, and just be honest with yourself. Really, don't lie to yourself. So that's the main message I have, and I kind of want to just end it on that. But again, this is a topic that I'm definitely gonna continue to speak on in depth. But yeah, man, I hope I'm gonna drop this when you're listening. It's gonna be Monday, so I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Go out there and kill it. I decided I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, aka when you're listening to this today, Monday. I'm gonna go to the gym Monday through Friday. I'm going to at the very least, go and get some cardio in. But I do want to lift. I'm gonna lift, and I'm gonna try to get after it, man, and get consistent with it, because it is very beneficial, and I do miss like that. It's like a little bit of competitiveness in me, and like, still feeling like I got it. So I want to just get after it, man, and just get into some better shape, and I know that it'll definitely help with my mental health as well, taking care of myself. So I want everyone to have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself, and if you're not subscribed, man, you're still listening, hit that subscribe button for me, man. I really appreciate it. But this is the Mulberry Podcast. We will see you guys.